shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Bowling after missing the game for the alleged flu?
Yes, I do. I really, really do. And I just think that it needs to be said. First of all, I like Le'Veon Bell. And so I don't enjoy saying what needs to be said here. But again, it needs to be said. If you came down with the flu and had to miss the game Sunday, that happens. I have no issue with that. You know, you wake up and you're feeling like crap. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I can't go. That's fine. But you missed 2 practices, was sent home the day before. You can't play Sunday because of it.
It's a disconnect with this team. Yeah, the money was good, but he ain't know the team wasn't going to be this good. Other words is, he wanted a break from this team. Yeah, it's a bad look because they caught you bowling when you said he was sick. That shows you it seemed like he's fed up with this team right now. And it seemed like he wanted to take a break and miss them practices on purpose.
Because you were sent home on a Friday, you can't play Sunday, but you bowling. Now, obviously,
bowling what day now?
Saturday night,
right?
Saturday night, right? Now, bowling is not playing football. But if you sick in any way, what you should be doing is being home, getting yourself better, as opposed to being out in public, subjected to other germs and stuff that could come your way that can impede your ability to get healthy quicker. Everybody knows that as human beings, right? Now we get into Le'Veon Bell specifically. You sit out the entire, last time we saw you before you became a New York Jet was in January of 2018 in the playoffs with the Steelers. That entire following 2018 season, you sat out over the contract dispute with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You didn't want to get franchised either. We got that. You missed the whole season. You signed a 4-year, $52.5 million deal with the New York Jets. $30 million in guarantee. You talk about being, quote unquote, a leader. You skip voluntary workout. I understand it's not mandatory. You didn't have to be there. Like I said, I would have preferred, you and I had a discussion at the time. I'm not telling them to show up and work out with the team. But show up there and be a face. Don't do anything to risk injury or whatever. But show up.
If you're saying you want to be a leader.
You say you want to be a leader. You didn't do that. Then you showed up in June, right? This year, you've got...
When you put your name on that dollar line, you know what you was getting into. You know how this team was. You know how this roster was restructured. You know how it's the same people from last year. You got a few new players in Thomas, Mosley, and you. You know what you was getting yourself into. You wanted that big money, you got it. From a team that wasn't going nowhere. You can't really put the blame on everyone else. Your quarterback had to miss half of the season because he had a medical issue going on. And then he come back, the team looked like it was trying to get better, but it went downhill. After that Dallas game, they went downhill. But you know, when you sign your name on that dollar line, you know what you signing up for. You want that big money, you gotta play through the contract. We know they ain't using you right, but at the same time, you know you getting yourself into.
Your worst year statistically, only 500 plus yards rushing, averaging less than 3.5 yards a carry. The team was out of the mix 1-7 before they won 4 of their last 5 and 3 straight. You've done close to nothing for them. They send you home early because of the flu, looking out for you. And you get seen in public bowling. It just
doesn't look good.
Look, it doesn't look good, man.
This is what I would say.
It doesn't.
Number one, you know who looks good? Mike Tomlin. By the way, all these great players, he don't need you. It looks like they need him a little more than they realized. Okay. I'm going to stick up for Le'Veon Bell as I normally do. I think he gets a bad rap. I'm not claiming his behavior is perfect. I agree with you that if you want to be a leader, the optics matter, all those things. And it looks bad. But let's think about this rationally for a second, people, please. You have the flu. The reason you don't come to the facility is, by the way, the flu went through the Patriots locker room, the Seahawks locker room, flu's going around.
No, I get it. My family has the flu. Yeah.
Sure. So you don't want it going through the locker room. Understandable. And he's sick. So you're not practicing 2 days and you're ruled out for Sunday. You ain't going to play on Sunday. But there's another week before you have to play again. It's a Saturday night. It's like saying someone couldn't run a marathon. I saw them on the elliptical for a half hour at the gym. This is bowling. It ain't football. So that's number one. I don't think you're arguing that anyway.
Right.
But you're saying, hey, it gives you more of a chance to rest. I guess in some marginal way, it would probably be better if he has the flu to not be bowling. On the other hand, if you're not feeling well and you can move your body a little bit, it's not strenuous. Yeah, and you're moving your body a little bit.
Allow me to.
And you have another week before the game. And you're playing the next day anyway. We're going to kill him about that.
Allow me to interject. First of all, I'm not killing him. Because I could go in harder, but I'm not, because it's him. I like him, I respect him, and I know he's a great player, and I don't think this is that big of a deal. But what I'm trying to say is, let's speak about something.
That's how you know something going on. He ain't like how this season going. He thought he could be able to change this team, but he couldn't. It take all the other 53 guys on that team to help you change this team. You should have went to a team that not only used you right, all the skills that you bring to the table, you should have went to somebody that know how. But you want the big money, you get the big money from the teams that are good. They're the ones gonna offer them big contracts. The ones that's not a good team. That's the only way you was gonna get the big money, and you took it. It's just a bad look. But you could tell he frustrated. He looking like, I just need a break from this team. I need a state of mind for myself.
From a principled perspective in that regard. And I know that sounds crazy coming from considering what we just finished discussing with the whole Patriots thing. But this is different. What I'm saying is, as an individual, when you have your hand out for somebody else's money, how many times have I repeated this on the national airwaves? One of the greatest attributes you must have is that you're trustworthy and that you can be trusted to think about somebody other than yourself. And what I'm saying is, I know bowling ain't playing football, but the point is they let you off early to send you home to get better. One could make the argument. Clearly you were over the flu. So how come you couldn't play 12 hours, 13 hours later at the game? You could, again, if you're over, it's not like you're
over it enough to bowl.
I hope this wasn't a bowling alley in this building, by the way, because a lot of buildings in New York.
Well, I don't know. But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying here. I'm saying the flu is the flu. You're feeling like crap, and you know this. You both know this. When you feeling like the bug, you don't want to be around anybody, let alone one of the people around you. You don't want to be around anybody.
We also know you can kind of turn the corner when you feel yourself starting to get better.
I'm not trying to say that he was ready. What I'm trying to say is this. Doesn't it stop? Is nothing inside of you that pauses for a second and go like this? If anybody sees me out here bowling, and I know I'm not playing tomorrow on Sunday,
it's going to look
how
bad.
is that?
Listen, unless you're frustrated with the team, unless you're frustrated with the...
Everyone is going to come at you. Make it seem like you a problem, like you ain't reliable. He is. It just, you could tell the frustration from a player. If you got to make up an excuse and say that you sick, to not play the next day, because he probably feel like we ain't going nowhere, what is we playing for? And he probably looking like that, I got to make an excuse so I don't have to play the next day. Everyone is going to come at you because they look at the incident happened in Pittsburgh. Look what Maxson said. Mike Tomlin looked good. Of course everyone will go to that and make it seem like he was right.
Team, and
has nothing to do with
That's a better
and
reason
how
not
they're using you, unless he's just over.
Check this out, y'all.
But that's more of a reason not to be
situation.
seen out because
But
now
I'm
you're
just
making a
saying, you get
statement.
what
we fellas, we hanging out. Deontay Wilder and Fury about to fight. You know, we could go hang out at 40, whatever, right? ESPN called. I ain't feeling well. I can't work tonight, but I can show up at the club.
Okay, here's the analogy.
On, man.
Here's the analogy.
You gotta know better.
You're
than
out
that.
with the flu, and you can't work a certain. Let's say we have a special weekend show, whatever, and someone finds you bowling, shooting pool, whatever, because this isn't football, so you got to make it less than bowling. You got less strenuous. And I called you up, big dog. What's up, man? You're shooting pool. I thought you're too sick to work. Yeah, I'm still not right. I can't come to work. I just felt like I needed to, like I'm feeling a little better. I shot a little, okay, no big deal. Got you.
All right, the optics are bad though.
We different. We different. Because all I'm saying is, I'm gonna say this to you. I ain't gonna go out in public. If I know I could be seen and people could sit up there and look at my organization, and I said I couldn't come and play.
And this is fair to say to
I'm not
Levia.
gonna do that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis.